this is our part 2 of the video. So 1.2, simultaneous equation. Solve for x and y simultaneously. X plus y equals to 9, 2x squared minus y equals to 7. How to answer this question? So firstly, you have to identify the simple equation. What do I mean by that? So between these two equations, the simple equation is the one with exponent 1 and exponent 1. As soon as this exponent 2 and exponent 2, then we know very well that that's just a difficult equation, or rather a complex equation. So we can just take the first equation and create our equation 3. So we need to say from equation, okay, let's label this as equation 1, and then this one is equation 2. So from equation 1, we're working with equation 1. So you have your x plus y equals to 9. Now, I'd love to work with x. So I will transpose my y and make x subject of the formula. So now x is equals to 9 minus y. So this is equation 3, right? So now we're saying whenever I see x, I must substitute 9 minus y. Perfect. Now let's go back to equation number 2, which is 2x squared minus y squared equals to 7. So now we are saying substitute equation, substitute equation 3. You substitute equation 3 into equation 2, right? So in place of x, we substitute 9 minus y. So we have your 2 there. Now we have 9 minus y in place of x squared minus y squared equals to 7. So actually, let me just use a different color so that you can see that in place of x, I've substituted 9 minus y. And then from here, we have a 2, open two brackets, and then we apply the FOIL method, right? So we have a 9 minus y, and 9 minus y, and then minus y squared equals to 7. And then from here, 9 times 9, that's just 81, minus 9, minus 9y, minus 9y, positive, negative y times negative y, that's positive y squared, minus y squared equals to 7. Then from here, you have your 2, drop down the 2, and then you add your like terms. So like terms, you have minus 9y minus 9y, which will give us minus 18y plus y squared minus y. Let's transpose 7. Minus 7 equals to 0. Right? And then from here, you can start to multiply out. Ne? So we distribute 2, or the number in front of the bracket. So 2 times 81, that's 162. Minus 2 times minus 18, that's negative 36y. And then 2 times 1, that's positive 2y squared minus y, drop down that y, minus y squared, and then with minus 7 equals to 0. And then from here, now you collect the like terms, add and subtract. So Now 2 minus 1 would give us positive 1. So it's just y squared. And then 162 minus 7, that's 155, right? And then, okay, we don't have any like term for negative 36y. Let's just drop it. Negative 36y. And then 162 minus 7, that's positive 155, as I've said, equals to 0. And then now we need to factorize. This is a trinomial, so we open two brackets, right? And then we look for the factors of 155. When we add them, they must give us minus 36. So you have your 31 there and your 5. Positive. This positive means same signs within the bracket. Which signs are we taking? We take the signs of the middle term. So you'll have your negative and the negative there. Then from there, we can say, therefore, y is equals to 31, or y equals to 5, right? And then we go back to our equation 3. In place of y, we substitute 31 and 5. So you have your x equals to your 9 minus, let's start with 31. 9 minus 31. 9 minus 31 is equals to minus 22. That's your x. And then x again equals to 9 minus, now y is equals to 5. 9 minus 5 is equals to 4. We can now say, therefore, x is equals to minus 22, x equals to 4, y equals to 31, and y equals to 5. And then we've answered our question. Now let's move to the second part of our question. Now they're saying, given p equals to 1 minus a and t equals to 1 plus a, 1 plus multiplied by 1 plus a squared multiplied by 1 plus a to the power 4 continues to 1 plus a to the power 512. Determine the value of p times t. Okay, the values of p times t. So how do we go about answering that one? So p times t would be, our p is 1 minus a, right? But our t is 1 plus a times 1 plus a squared times 1 plus a to the power 4 continues to 1 plus a to the power 512. So let's start by multiplying these two. I can see the difference of two squares there. 1 times 1, that's just 1. Negative a times positive a, that's minus a squared. 100%. Drop down 1 plus a squared. And then 1 plus a to the power 4 continues to 1 plus a to the power 512 equals to, again, difference of two squares. 1 times 1, that's just 1. Negative a squared times positive a squared, that's minus a to the power 4. Drop down 1 plus a to the power 4. And then continues to 1 plus a to the power 512. Again, difference of two squares here. 1 times 1, that's just 1. Negative a to the power 4 times positive a to the power 4, that's minus a to the power 8. Right? A to the power 8, which continues to 1 plus a to the power 512. And then from here, I believe that we all understand that. As from here, we can now say 1 minus a to the power 9 continues to a to the power 10, continues 11, 12, and so forth. So it's a sequence till we reach a to the power 512, right? But using 1 minus. So we can simply say this can be 1 minus a to the power 512 multiplied by 1 plus a to the power 512, right? So since now this is a sequence, so this is what? It's a sequence. A to the power 1, now we're moving to a to the power 2, moving to a to the power 4, a to the power 8, and so forth, till a to the power 512. So now we're at a point where now we have 1 minus a to the power 512. So again, this is just difference of two squares. So 1 times 1, that's just 1. And then a to the power 512 times a to the power 512. It's just a to the power 1024. And then this is your final answer. I hope we understood, and I hope everything made sense. Thank you guys for watching my YouTube video.